Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Beer Rating with Sean Connors. Tonight, I didn't actually plan to do a review, but I just finished some chores around the house, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm in the mood for a beer, so I figured, hey, what the heck, I'll do a beer review. I got a bunch of beers there. I'm kind of backlog. So I'm going to play a little bit of beer roulette. Basically, I'm going to put my hand in the fridge. I think I got 9 or 10 beer in the box, and whatever I get, that's what I'm going to do a review on. But before I get to that, I want to talk about my last review. It was a specialty beer, La Fier de Monde, I believe it was, the Iron of the World Google translation. It was one that I'm cellaring, so I actually had two. One I tried, another one I got put away for another couple of years. The reason I want to talk about it, it was 10% alcohol, bigger bottle than normal, and I must say I was really surprised. I'm not a huge drinker anymore compared to back in the day. When I say back in the day, I'm talking about back in my Navy days, where it was quite common to go out 4, 5, 6 nights a week type of thing. So now I have a couple beers, that's about it. But that one really threw me for a loop because I had the one beer, 10% alcohol. The size of the beer is probably equivalent to 2 beers. But I had beyond the buzz. Like, I was almost drunk. So I don't know if it's higher alcohol content than 10%, or maybe I was just having a easy drunk day. But it was pretty wild. One beer and I had quite the buzz on the go. So if anybody else has tried that beer, by all means let me know. I'm just curious if it was just... maybe I was having an off day or whatever the case might be. So just let me know what you think of that beer and if it gave you a bit of a buzz. Alright, so the beer roulette. I got the beer box. You see this box of beer. I'm just going to put my hand in and see what I got. I have, looks like a Pilsner. It's the Collingwood Freestyle Series. Sabro Pils, S-A-B-R-O. 4.6% alcohol. It says our award-winning Rockwell Pilsner, dry hop with the magnificent Sabro, aromas of plump tangerines and citrus. So serve in a Pilsner glass, ice cold. So I do have a Pilsner glass. So I was going to use my beer glass here, but I'll try this one. And as I said, the beer club that I'm going to get, I get a newsletter with every beer. So this one, okay, the Sabro Pils, it says Collingwood Brewery. It says award-winning Rockwell Pilsner, dry hop with the magnificent Sabro, aromas of plum, tangerine, and citrus. Same thing that's on the can. They do also say a little bit about brewery, so this one is Collingwood Brewery out of Ontario. It says in 2014, the Collingwood Brewery was the first craft brewery to open its doors in Collingwood. Chris Freeman, head brewer and co-founder, focuses on classic brewing traditions and classic styles of beer. Collingwood Brewing is dedicated to producing one of the freshest all-natural beers. Many of their award-winning beers are now available across the province, and beyond obviously. Their freestyle series of small batch, one-off brews represent a place where anything goes, and their brewers have the chance to let their brewing ideas run wild. Watch out for good and different things to come. So I'll give my Pilsner glass a quick cold water rinse just to chill it down a bit. Just let that sit and drain out for a second. I do like a Pilsner, I must say. The dry hop might throw me off a bit. Any regular reviews know I'm not a big hoppy beer person, however. Lately I find myself actually craving a hoppy beer. A nice golden color, typical of a Pilsner. Nice white head, once again, typical of a Pilsner. Alright. Let it sit for a second. I can smell the aroma from here. It's definitely something citrusy. They say tangerines and plum tangerines and citrus. I would think the tangerines are citrus, but okay. Definitely can smell the hops. As I said, I'm not a big hoppy beer drinker. However, I am learning to my beer taste buds have starting to become a little bit more refined. A little bit cloudy. Nothing compared to one that I did about a week ago. My buddy Gus gave me that was really cloudy. So this is a little bit cloudy. And once again, a lot of craft beers, that's quite common. Basically, they don't filter them, so you're going to get the cloudiness. Originally I was getting more of a citrus aroma, but now it's more hoppy than anything. I am getting the hoppy flavor. Sorry, the hoppy aroma follows through on the flavor, but it's not as pronounced, in my opinion, as the aroma, which I like. Interesting. If I didn't know what this one was, it would kind of throw me off a bit, because it's kind of got a slight IPA taste to it, which is, once again, the hops. So I'd be kind of, I don't know if I'd automatically go towards, oh yeah, it's a Pilsner. I got my doubts very much. I'd kind of think maybe a really light IPA, or maybe just a pale ale. But once again, like I said, the hoppiness doesn't linger. Yeah, it's got the citrus tanginess to it for sure. It's an enjoyable beer. I have to give it a rating. Once again, my ratings are always out of 5. A 1 is a drain pour. I don't like it. I can't finish it. I'm literally going to pour it down the drain. It only happened once or twice. I'm not one to waste beer. A 2 would be, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'll finish it. A 3 would be a good beer. A 4 would be a very good beer. And a 5 would be the best beer I've ever had. Now, I am enjoying this one. I'm thinking 3.5-ish. Now, with that being said, that's my initial take. That could either drop or rise a little bit before I actually make my final decision. And once again, these ratings are on my own personal preference based on my own personal taste. So if I give it a 3.5, you might drink it and say, no, it's definitely a 2, or it's definitely a 4 or 4.5, whatever the case might be. And I'm no beer expert. I'm just an average Joe who likes to have a beer. So. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5, and a strong 3.5 at that. Now, anybody who watches my beers or my reviews on a regular basis, that's not a bad rating at all. I'm almost tempted, maybe a 4. No, I think I'm going to stick with 3.5. And once again, that's a good rating from my ratings by all means. It's in between a good beer and a very good beer. I've never given a 5. I've only a few times given a 4.5, a handful of 4s. Most of my beers are either 3, 3.5. And basically that means it's a good beer, I'm enjoying it. I'd probably try it again, by all means. If I had the chance, yeah, I'd pick one up. So here you go, folks, for the Collingwood Freestyle Series. There's Sabro Pils, 3.5. As I said, I'm backlogged on some beers, so I might do a couple extra reviews in the next few days or so. So hopefully you can join me then. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.